Okay, so now that we've pushed out those collections to my students, now there's a couple of things I want to do. So first of all, I want to make sure of the state of my sharing group. Is it active or not? If it's active, what it means is not only can a student see his collection to deposit his work, but he can also see the collection of his peers. So normally as a first step in this kind of activity, we'd want to close down the sharing group, allowing the students to just see their own collection to be able to drop in their work. Once that's done, then I want to open up the peer evaluation part of the activity. So edit course and sharing group. And here what we can do is enable or disable the state of the sharing. So if I remove this little check mark, what it will do is that these guys won't be able to see other collection owned by other students. So proof of this is if I go down here and I say I'm Patty Sherman and impersonate Patty Sherman. Patty Sherman in her portfolio will see only her collection. This is all stuff that she used in her portfolio prior to this activity. So she sees her collection but does not see the collection of others, which is perfect at this point in time. What Patty wants to do now is add a file which is her essay. So whichever I want to add here, add the essay to portfolio. Save and close this. And the last thing I want to do here is make sure that this file is in the right collection. Okay, so Patty has added this file. Now, if I log out of Patty's role and I go back to the sharing groups and I'll activate the sharing groups, just as an example here, I'll activate the sharing group, save this. Save and close. And I go back to the class list and log in as somebody in her peer group. So say Jenny here. So now that the sharing group is active, what this will do is Jenny, when she'll go into portfolio, she'll see her collection in which she can drop some material, and she'll also see the collection of her peers. So if I go to ePortfolio here, and I go to explore, here Patty sees the A collections for her peers. So here you see where there's items. So Patty did put something in there and the others haven't yet. So what I'll do here is click on Patty and look at her work, right? So I can download the Word document and take a look at it. And once I'm ready to assess it, I click on Add Assessment and I select a rubric, which is the writing rubric. And here I can then assess Patty's work as Jenny. So this is acceptable, great stuff, great, not so great. And there you go. The rubric was on 24. And this assessment has been added to Patty's collection. So this is pretty nice. So from this perspective now, if I go back as Patty to her collection, so if I go back to Patty Sherman and impersonate Patty and go to portfolio, what Patty will see is that, hey, on this collection, Jenny has assessed me and gave me the level of accomplished. I can view assessment and see what Jenny gave me. Jenny could have added comments also. So this is the part where people start to collaborate together and start assessing others. So the important thing is the individual student has to deposit the work he wants to be made available for peer assessment in his collection, and then through the Explore tab, he can see the collection of his colleagues.